Morning, guys. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a nice day off. We'll get started in a few minutes. Morning, guys. Yes, smash the like button. You guys know the drill. Need to have a mod just to say that. Smash the like button. We'll get started in a few minutes. We're still a minute too early. We'll wait for some more people to join and then we can get started. Happy Friday. Yep. Where's the pup? He's sleeping. He's right here. Yes, mic quality. I fixed the mic quality. So it's there's a setting called mic gain, and I had to just increase that. So hopefully you guys can hear me clearly today, and there are no more issues. There you go. This is what I want to hear. Mic quality is good. Friday, Brett had the issues with the camera. He had the Taco Bell Wi-Fi. So I'm glad that I'm not the one. All right, it's 8:30. We'll give one more minute and then we can get started. Hit the like button, guys, if you guys just joined. We have triple witching today, and there's no data, no real data, so we should be good on that. We just have to, hit one quickly and then be done today. That's the kind of mindset we need to have. I'm sure as the day progresses, there's going to be all kinds of fuckery that we don't want to be a part of. Someone said Casamigo Friday. We'll see. Markets may be hungover with a one day holiday in between, but we'll see. Hopefully I didn't forget how to trade. I hate these one day offs in the middle of the week. Trading view setup videos coming this weekend. When I did some work yesterday, so I will upload it this weekend. Last Friday we rushed it and got cooked. We got cooked for 10%, but then we made 100% back. So we got a 125% and 100% trade. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome in, guys. Happy Friday. We are in for I don't know what kind of session, but hopefully a good one. We have triple witching today, and that means options contract, futures contract, and a whole bunch of fuckery is going to happen. Market makers are going to play games. They're going to trap bulls. They're going to trap bears. Open interest says that there's a lot more puts than calls. So people obviously, there's a war happening, right? Everyone's thinking it's going to be the end of the world, and they just think that there's going to be a crash, loading a lot of puts. And every time the market dips, they've brought it back up. Today's no different. Futures selling yesterday, they brought it back up today. And so market's kind of holding. So it could really break in either direction. Of course, there's always headline risk. So we'll see what the charts look like. Okay. Welcome in, guys. First, I'll go over the economic calendar here. As you guys can see, today we are pretty light. Today's Friday, June 20th. That's pretty light. We have economic leading indicators, which is not really a big one. And then Philly Fed manufacturing survey, which is released. So it should be past this. So there's nothing into the open that we have to be really watching. Next week, we really have a lot of things. The Powell speaking but next week is next week's problem. We don't really have to worry about it. There's 2 days in between. A lot of things can happen. The one thing I want to say though, Market is really monitoring the war situation that's happening between Israel and Iran. Trump is giving a little bit of statements here and there, so anything could pop up any moment. We don't know how the market will react. Right now, they're trying to work out some kind of deal, right? That we're trying to work out. That's the reason market keeps buying back up. The fact that we haven't sold means that the market really thinks that there's going to be some kind of compromise. Whether that plays out or not, we don't know because there's actual people involved. We'll have to wait and see. But hopefully, there's nothing crazy happening. We don't want to get into a war, world war, and there's some kind of deal and all parties can be happy. That's the goal. And if that happens, I'm sure market's going to rip on that news. Okay. So no economic data today, so we'll just jump straight into charts. I'm going to jump first to SPY, and then we'll look at QQQ and then ES. You guys can see here. So remember that 597 level, 596.50, 597 level. I think I tweeted about it like 4 days in a row, and then Friday also we bounced off of the same level. We are above the same level here again. Okay. Now whatever is happening here, it's just a liquidity grab. All right. Every time we dip under this level, we are always opening above this level. Now today is no different. Look at the SPY just went green right as we speak right now. Now on the day, you guys know I love my 4-hour time frames, right? I want to see SPY above this candle here. Okay, so around 599.50 or basically 600 level, right? So if this is ever going to be an uptrend, this is it. They have to do it right now. This 4-hour candle we want to see right above here and then push right above. Okay, so I don't know if there's going to be that kind of appetite today heading into the weekend. We may hold, we may not hold. We don't know. So we'll play it by ear. But for SPY to really, I'll draw a little trend line for you guys. Okay. So like you can kind of see this is like this massive flag that's happening here, right? On the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Now whether this is going to play out or not, I don't know. But we are close to it. You guys can see this, right? We are close to it. We are going to make a decision soon. Either we break out big, maybe have a retest around the 600 or 599 area, and then propel upwards, or maybe false break out this flag here and then fail to the downside. Okay, we don't know. News is going to play a big role, but the level that I'm watching today is this 599, 599.50. If we can clear that successfully, I'm bullish. Okay, if not, we need to hold this 597. If we lose this 597, or more importantly, you can kind of see this 595 here, right? This is where the opening candle kind of happened on the 4-hour. Okay, so if we break under 595, you can kind of be bearish at least until 593.50, which is the pre-market low. And if we break pre-market low, obviously we are going to go sell side maybe until 590. Okay, so 599.50 to the upside. 597 has to hold for bullish sentiment. That's the pivot for the day. And then for downside moves, 595 is the key support. Okay. Brett invest rolling in the chat. Of course he will. Like guys, he's not clocking in for work. We gotta report him. Okay. Okay, that's the SPY chart. Let me quickly go over ES for you guys. ES pretty similar. You guys can see this is so beautiful. If this does not scream bullish, I don't know what is. Every time market dips, you guys can see this is like the downtrend. We're kind of breaking the downtrend here. Now this 4-hour candle, 6020, 6010 here. This is the area here. Like, let me draw a little box for you guys. If you're an ES trader, this is what you want to see hold, right? So you want to see this area hold here. Okay, as long as this holds, you are bullish. Okay, so this is the area. So if we pop here, maybe have a retest here and then pop back up again, we are bullish. If we break the structure, obviously we're going to fall under 6,000 again. But this looks so good. Hit the like button, guys. Someone said that. Let me look at the questions few here. All right, so this is it, guys. This is pretty straightforward. Again, the way I'm approaching the market this last week or so, I was bearish start, like maybe a week and a half ago. You guys know I puts. That's all I did. But then switched because market is not selling. Okay, the way I'm approaching the market is prove me I'm wrong. Prove me there are sellers. Prove me bulls are losing, right? Every time I try that, I'm becoming right? Market keeps holding. So market has to prove to me that bulls are under pressure, bulls are losing. If that happens, I will switch to the put side. Okay, so right now all the levels are holding. Every time we dip back, we come back up. Bears are under massive pressure here. right? If we have one big hull candle or one good news candle, these guys are all getting nasty squeezed, and we're going to pop to 6150. Okay, so this is again bullish as long as levels hold. Okay, that kind of mindset. Now today's levels to watch, this green box. Okay, you guys love the green boxes, so just keep an eye on that. All right. Next, I'm going to watch QQQ. Again, QQQ, you guys can see this here. I have this already a green box plotted here. So we need to get above this 532, 533 for upside. QQQ is actually a lot stronger than SPY. You guys can see this. We are not even we're not even like coming to the downside here. We have not testing 525, 522 or anything like that, like how SPY is, right? QQQ is massively strong. And again, this is also, I'm going to draw a little diagram for you guys, a little thing. You guys can see this. This is even more stronger, right? There's this nice channel forming here. Again, we could break to the upside or fail and break to the downside also. Doesn't mean just because we break to the upside, it's going to be a continuation move. Okay, we can easily fail the upside move and then fail massively to the downside, again repeating. Okay, but we want to see some kind of conviction. And again, for a big breakout to happen, all these shots need to be squeezed. Okay, because no one in their right mind is going to buy into these highs as there is a war pending. Okay, so no one's going to do that. The only upside move that we're going to get is if shots get squeezed. Okay, so pay close attention. We are going to have opportunities. All right, so we've seen SPY, we've seen ES, we've seen QQQ. Now I'm going to jump to individual charts. All right, so first name I want to show you guys is Apple, because we shorted Apple on Friday. That ended up being a very good short level. You guys can see this 197 here. This ended up testing 195 towards the end of the day. But 195 again is holding, right? Every time it holds, you guys can see that it tests this level, it wicks above 196. Okay, so today my bias for Apple is going to be bullish as long as 196 holds. If we're going to see a bearish play, it has to be under this 195 level. And more importantly, if market does sell big for some odd reason, maybe some news drops or something, if this 193 breaks, Apple has a very big gap down below. Okay, on a 0DT contracts, this can be lethal. We could easily drop $2 or $3 on Apple if 193 breaks. All right, but you guys have to pay attention. This is like a big level. All right, so market really has to lose a shit for us to go and break down. All right, for upside, I'm not really looking for upside here, but if we do want to trade Apple to the upside, you want to see at least above this Friday's high here, which is 197.50. Okay, so if we want to take Apple to the upside, 197.50, and we have room until 198.50 and then 200. Okay, this is Apple. Let's look at Nvidia. I can see people asking for Nvidia. Nvidia, again, one of the stronger looking charts. You guys know we've been long bias today. Same pivot, 145. As long as 145 holds, you guys can see the 4-hour kind of just getting contracting and contracting. A big breakout is coming here on this. My idea is pretty simple here. You can see this 4-hour candle low is 144.50. 145 is reclaimed again. Okay, we haven't had a one candle close under 145 in the last 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 hours. Okay, the last 20 hours we haven't had a 4-hour candle close under 145. Today is no different. So as long as this level holds, we are bullish. Breakout level to watch is obviously this 146, which is the high, and if we end up breaking that, we could potentially see a big run up. Okay, I don't know if I'll trade this today because I want to see. I don't know if SPY has enough juice to keep pushing on a Friday on a triple witching day. But if it does show strength, of course, you guys know I'm not scared to signal anything. I'll just call it. All right. Next chart. Hit the like button, guys. If you guys are just joining, I want to see a lot of likes on this stream. All right, man. This green box, I haven't erased this green box since this place here. Okay. The last Friday I called this play on the chat. This did crazy from 310 to 330. We had another retest here over here, and then another retest here on Wednesday, and then now we're back up again. You guys can see EMA is also curling here again. All right, Tesla looks bullish. Okay, Tesla looks bullish. I don't know. Again, this is one of those things. I have to see the opening tape. If the opening tape can convince me that these guys are serious about their business, we can take it above this 530, 330 area for a breakout. Okay, but typically I like to buy dips on Tesla and not trade the breakout because it has a very bad tendency to fail all the time. Okay, Friday, what was that? 2 days ago, I said load Tesla contracts and I missed the boat. Okay, at the 318, right? I don't know if you guys know that level, but this is the 318 level, 318, 317. Okay, this is the opening level, right? So this is the retest level here. Now, ideally, what we want to see today is we want to see 324 hold. Okay, so this is the candle low formation here. If we do get a retest of this 324 and we're holding, this is bullish. If we lose this, we're bearish. All right, and for breakout, we need to break this high, which is around 332, 333. All right. You guys will know if I signal it. You guys will know. I want to see how the tape opens on this, and then we can decide if we want to trade this or not. All right, Meta. Again, Meta super strong. You guys can see I have the green box on this as well. Every time we pop into this green box, we are not holding despite market weakness, despite nothing. And every time we pop into this red box, we sell. All right. We've nailed Meta a few times last week for some decent profits, 50%, 60% and whatnot. But this is, you know what the drill is, right? We are at this point where if it's going to go, it has to go quickly, right? These are all the zones here, right? So we have the 700 level we've trading off of. So if we can get above this 700, 701, again, we can pop to this level. 705 is the big breakout. Again, this is building up a lot of short pressure, okay? Big move, consolidation, breakout. 705 clears and holds long. Okay, this area is becoming exhausted, so I don't know if I'll trade the 700 today. If it breaks 705, sure, I'll go long, but otherwise I'm not going to trade this. The even bigger level is the 708. Okay, 708, I think it's a 709 here. If we can break this, we're going to pop to 715, 720. Okay, this is going to be a trending breakout. Meta, you guys will know if I signal it, but these are the levels for Meta. All right, coin and AVGO. All right, let's look at coin. Oh my god, holy shit, what the helly? That's crazy. I don't know if I can call this or trade this on a Friday, but this is crazy. All right, this is a big breakout here. That's crazy. What the fuck? I didn't even see this. 16% on the 2 days ago and 4% today. What the hell? Oh my god. All right, let's look at some hourly chart. Let's do some quick charting here. I haven't looked at this chart in a bit. All right. All right, this is the most recent low here. All right, 289. I don't know if we'll get this retest here, but this is the key level here. You guys can see this. All right, so this is the breakout. Okay, so if you were to see, I'll draw a little green box for you guys. Okay, this is the level here I want to hold. So if we get a bounce around this area, 289, something like that, wait for level to hold base, and then you can take it long. Okay, but it doesn't look like it's going to pull back. And it's just going. Wow, this is crazy. So Friday's high is around 300, 299, and it's 308. Yeah, this should be the demand zone if you're going to trade bounces on it, and it's just ripping. So if you can trade momentum, you can, but be careful. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe I will watch this today. It's moving, so there's no reason not to look at it. Okay. The volume is also great. Look at this volume here on Friday compared to. Oh, I remember this 2 days ago. Yeah. You guys are right. I do remember this. Wow. All right. What was the other one? Coin, and you guys asked me something else. All right. Let's look at Oracle. Oracle, I'm watching too. Let me open the 4-hour chart on this. So this is the big retest level here, 201, 202.5. But the breakout, you should be, this is also super strong. You guys can see big name and the S&P Oracle flagging right now, and it could break out of this flag. 213 area here is resistance here, and then it has the high at that 216. Okay, there's a $3 gap. If it breaks and holds 213, it could head to 216, and 216 breaks, it's probably flying to 220. And if it does sell at the open, this is the bounce area, 201, 202. Okay. AVGO and MU. Okay, we'll look at those two things next. Yeah, AVGO pretty much same as Nvidia, guys. This was the big trend. We broke, we retested, we're flying here again. So if we can break above the swing high here, 257, you can probably define $1 risk and then trade it to 260 plus. Okay, this looks good as well. You can trade this. But again, I'm saying this again, today is triple witching, okay? You got to realize this, okay? Because volume is going to be dry across the market. No one's saying that, oh, let me buy this high here because I'm going to miss out. Think about it, common sense, right? Sometimes you got to use common sense. Like, markets holding, but still we're at highs with a lot of headline risk. Who in their right mind, especially hedge funds and institutions, are going to be like, oh, let's buy more at these highs? They're not going to say that. So the only component, only scenario where market rips higher and higher is if shorts get squeezed. Okay, so you got to wait for that confirmation. You got to wait for that volume to come in before you commit buying the highs. Okay, so any breakout trade, be very cutthroat about it. If levels break and hold, you're in. If it doesn't, get out. Take a small loss, 10% loss, 12% loss. Don't just marry into this position and then take a 50% haircut on a Friday. Okay, my tip for you guys, be very nimble. If you're trading upside on breakouts, especially at the open, don't be too caught up with bias. Okay, MU next. Yeah, every time you can see this green box here. Every time it breaks this green box, it's doing. So next time it's around this 120 level. So 120 is the demand here now. You guys can see this level here. So if it dips and rips under 190, 120 gets liquidity there. That's the long area for you guys. Like I said, breakout, you really don't know. You just have to trade intraday levels and see if it works. Okay, 119, 120, this is the demand. Wait for levels to hold, confirm, and then define risk and enter the trade. All right, that's MU. IWM. Very bullish. Like, dude, guys, you guys, I don't even have to do analysis on this like stuff. Look at this. Like, what is this? This is uptrend. This is pullback. This is a flag. If you guys are going short on this, you better hope for bad headlines. You know, people just think that, oh man, war is happening, or this is that. Like, oh wow, I'm a war expert, I know this, and then I'll just go short. Market keeps going up. Okay, but war is as long as there's no nuclear catastrophe, we are like bullish still. Okay, we are bullish. And this is breaking out. 210 is the pivot for IWM. Bullish as long as 210 holds. If flips, you can go bearish. And actually, you can kind of see this trend line here around 209. So be careful. This 4-hour candle has to flip here. That is the sentiment indicator for you guys. Okay. Today's 4-hour opening candle is bullish. All right. Netflix. Netflix is still in that red box here, but again, just like the market, it has failed this red box several times. If it can clear this 1230, maybe 1232 bullish. Okay, 1232 bullish. It is weaker than most names, but it's consolidating and holding, building a lot of short pressure. If it breaks 1232, it can easily go back to highs. PLTR. All right, we got like some more time. PLTR trends holding. You guys see this trend line here? Right, PLTR trend is holding. I would say as long as this 4-hour candle flip here, 138.50 holds, we're bullish on PLTR. It's $2 range here. Let me draw a little box for you guys. Okay, so you can see this area here. Right. Okay, so this is the little box for you guys. This was the previous test, fail. Previous test, fail. Brick claim, breakdown. Break, hold, break, hold. You guys don't have a single candle close under this level. We're retesting 4-hour on this dot. Now we're breaking out. Okay. Next level for the upside is 142.30. This 4-hour candle. All right. Pretty easy. You know, I don't trade this name, but you guys can, you know, just follow levels and keep it going. All right. If you break the size, squeeze for sure, because this is again one of those names people just wait for. People want to be early to the party. People think every time we sell, this is going to just like, you know, capitulate, but every time, just like the market, it just they keep buying it back up. So if you're short, have stops. If you're long, again, follow levels. Trend could easily flip again. We could go this and this again. All right, so be careful. We are at a point where we could break to the upside or false break and false go back to the downside as well. MRK. Okay, that's a lot of MRKs. What is up with MRK? MRK, big move up. This kind of consolidation here, and then we sold and broke structure. It looked like we are bouncing off of this level. So what you want to see is, you want to see the 78.30 or something like that hold, at most 78 hold, and then form a swing low and then break to the highs again. It looks decent. Could go in either way, right? You want to see a swing low form and then rip to the high upside. And if that happens, you are going to see some continuation to the upside. Microsoft 481, man. 481. I just did that diagram today. 481, 482. This is like the most bullish chart, to be honest. It refuses to break but we have to break out soon. So 481, 482, strong candle close, continuation to the upside. For bearishness, you want to see 478 flush now, because it's at that point where it has to go. If it loses this 4-hour for candle 478, downside move activated. Okay, I already did MU, CRCL circle. I know it's popping, but I don't know if they have options. Do they have options? They just IPO, right? I don't think they have options yet. Yeah, but this is like ripping. So this is pure momentum play. Anytime it pops to this area here under 200, wait, maybe 190, 80 MA test or something like that, you just long it and have stops. But this looks strong. You can basically draw 4-hour levels here, right? So this is the 198 here. Okay, so 198. You can probably have 190. So these are the levels. Wait for one of the levels to confirm and trade it on momentum. Okay. UPS. All right. This is probably the last chart I'll do. Yeah, it just has to reclaim 100 here now. It's forming a swing low. It has to reclaim 100 for upside. If it loses 199, could drop back down here. Okay, so trade wisely. Not a lot of volume here on the selling, so that's a good sign. So we just need to reclaim 100 and push back to highs. UNH. Okay, fine. One more. Yeah, this is a dead chart, man. It's not doing anything. So there's a stopping option, and nothing's happening here. Right? Like, just be careful, man. My gut instinct after trading for more than a decade, it tells me that there's some more bad news coming on this. Okay. The thing is, the market is always right. If this is just some news to shrug, they would have bought this dip and we would have gotten back to highs again. The fact that we're not, this is a very, like, maybe chart's holding, but it's a ominous bearishness for me. All right. Guys, hit the like button. Let me look at one more chart. SMCI. Okay. Probably the same looking chart. Yeah, it's the same chart. 46 here. And you want to see bullish structure 4350 hold for trend to hold. Okay, let me just draw a level here for you guys. Okay, so this is the level that I see. Okay, so this is we kind of rejected here, popped, broke, false broke, retest, nothing, and then there's another level here as well. So this area here. Okay, so this is the green box here, right here, and then we're rallying here. So this is the same like Nvidia and the other names. We just gotta break out and keep going. Candles are, so you see the clouds are flipping. We just need to continue to the upside. Okay. All good. So again, repeating, trade safe today. We have triple witching. A lot of option contracts expire. I'm expecting volume to fade happen maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours into the session. Stick to cash flow, make some money, keep risk tight. Take small losses or a small win, be happy, and we can come get bigger wins and stuff next week. Of course, if the market gives crazy nice price action, we'll get good wins, but don't go in with high expectations. Okay, keep it simple, and I'll see you guys on live shortly. All right, see you guys. Good luck today.